If you have the premium or the pro version, you can also manage your sales pipeline right inside the CRM. On the left-hand side, you've got opportunities, and under opportunities, you have a drop down right here for a bunch of different types of insurance. Now, you can completely customize this list. This is just the list that we've put together. So for example, you've got Medicare, right? And this is the sales process that we use for selling Medicare. We have a new lead, attempting to contact, busy, call back later, wrong number, scheduled appointment, sent quote, interested in working. And we can scroll to the right here and there's some additional ones. Sold policy, sold multiple policy, future prospect, right? So once a lead gets onto here, if you don't like these steps, then you can change them. Up in the top, you've got pipelines and opportunities. If you click on pipelines, and right here, we've got the Medicare lead. We're just going to click the edit button here, and we've got a list of all of the stages right there. Now, you can rearrange these stages by clicking the up arrow or the down arrow, and that'll rearrange the stage on the next, on the final page. So click there. Now, future prospect is at the second to last, and sold multiple policy is at the last. So if I just click save and go back to opportunities, make sure you're in the Medicare and scroll to the right here, you'll see that it changed positions. Go back in and edit this. And let's put that back. If you need to add a new stage, you can certainly do that and just add a new stage and rename it. Now, we also have some actions here, and this is visible in the chart or visible in the pie chart. So let's delete this one. We don't need that. And we're going to go ahead and make this visible and make it visible in the pie chart also. And I'll show you why we're going to do that in a second. Click Save. And if we go to your dashboard, this will allow that to show up on the pie chart. So we're going to change this from annuity leads and change it to Medicare leads. And now we've got a pie chart right here and a funnel chart right there. So that's what that means. You can turn those on or off. It's up to you. Go ahead and click it and go back. Now, once a lead is on the pipeline, you've got these different stages, and you can manage leads going through each stage a couple different ways. The first one is you can just click, drag, and drop. So I just clicked on it with my mouse and dragged it to the next one and let it go. The other way you can do it is if you click on the lead card right there, you've got a couple different options right here and a couple different options right here. If you want to change the stage, you've got the pipeline, it's in Medicare lead, and the stage right here is attempted to contact, and we're going to change it to busy callback later. We have an opportunity value of $500, and it's an open status. We have an owner of Trip Hell, and followers you don't really need to worry about. Business name, don't worry about that. And the opportunity source, let's say Facebook. I'm going to type in the word Facebook instead of FB. And then you can add some additional tags there if you needed to, and just click update. Now, you can click the X to close out that page. You notice it did change. If I go to my dashboard again, and we've got opportunities 2 at 1,000, and the Medicare lead right there, we've got attempted to contact, busy, call back later, 1 right there. Now, there is not one lead in each one of these stages, right? There's only one lead on this pipeline, but one lead went through each one of those stages, and no leads have gone through here, so there's 0 right there. So that's what that means. Whereas the pie chart shows, okay, there is one lead in the callback, busy callback status. So that's the differences between those two. And if you scroll down to the bottom here, you've got Facebook at 2 leads for 1,000. There's another lead in the database somewhere that's got, that's 1 lead for 500 probably. Let's go back to opportunities. Now, there is also all these little mini buttons right here. So you can access the mini buttons by clicking on the card, and you can book an appointment, tasks, and notes right there. You can also manage and add some additional fields if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and book an appointment. And it'll pull up your calendar. Just select the calendar that you want it to go onto and pick the date and the time for the calendar. Type in appointment title and then go ahead and book appointment. You can also go to tasks. And this is, let's say you were to call this person and you needed to call them back. So you would create a task to call this person back. And you can do call back 1 hour. And then I usually just copy that into the description right there. Make sure you assign it to yourself and then assign a time and a date to do that. Okay? And the date or the time is right here. Now this is a little bit different of a interface than what's on the contact file, but it works exactly the same. And then of course you can also leave notes. Don't need to save that, so I'll just leave a note and blah, 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 blah. Type in your notes and then click add note. So now we've got notes. And if I click out of that, you'll see that when I click on this person's profile, by clicking on the contact's name right here, it'll bring me to the contact profile. And then over on the right-hand side, you've got notes, and that note will be there also. The appointment would be there if we had saved the appointment, etc. So this works exactly the same as on Opportunities. It's just a little bit easier. Depends on where you want to work. Now, you also can make phone calls. You can call this person. You can view all the conversations. So let's take a look at that. And it just brings you to the conversation section right here in the middle. Let's go back to Opportunities. You can also add a tag. The next one is add notes, add tasks, or add an appointment. So you don't have to go into the card, the opportunity card. You can just click on right there and it'll pull up the interface for it. So a little bit of a shortcut, if you will. Now this TH up in the top right-hand corner, even though my name is Jeff, I'm logged in as Trip for this demo. So this lead is assigned to Trip. So if I were to click on my name, and you can see right here, it's assigned to Trip Hill right there. You can also unassign it, or if there's another user on your platform, you can assign it there. And that's basically how you use opportunities and opportunity pipelines.